I do is called past life regression therapy, or better yet, is life memory recall. You know, things happen in the past, whether it's this life or in a past life. And by getting rid of these little problems that we have, it's amazing how we heal. With regression, I'm going to take you all back to a past life. I was doing a workshop similar to this. And there's this young girl, 26, 27, walking around with a cane. And I just figured, I said, sprained your ankle, didn't you? And she says, no, I have arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis. And I said, that's an older person's malady. I mean, rheumatoid arthritis. She says, I know, she says, but I walk with a cane in bad weather like now is April. I take heavy medication. I said, can I work with you for the one-on-one? And she said, why not? So I brought her into hypnosis and took her back to a time that created the problem for her. She was John Bard from Scotland. Sometimes she even took on a bit of the accent, if I recall, in this process. And John Bard was 21 years old, something like the 1600s, I believe. And I said, John, what do you do? He said, oh, I tend the sheep on the hill. I said, oh, is that what you're doing? He said, oh, no, I'm fishing. I said, well, if you're fishing, who's tending the sheep on the hill? My brother Jamie, I trick him all the time. Typical siblings, right? Let the younger one do it. So all of a sudden, this person is sitting in there, and she starts shivering, absolutely shivering. I said, what's the matter? She said, I'm in the cold, cold water looking for Jamie's body. I said, well, what happened? Basically, what happened, his mother told him to go to a neighbor and get something in the middle of winter. Well, why should he dress up? Jamie could go, except Jamie, instead of going around the pond, went over the pond, the ice broke, fell in, and drowned. And this was centuries of guilt that this person had that had to be released. So when I brought her back out, I said, do me a favor. Give me a call, drop me a line, let me know what's happening. You think I heard from her? But 3 years later, I get this beautiful letter telling all about John Bard and the incidents how she threw her cane away a couple of days, got rid of the heavy medication that she was on, and said, I was afraid if I told you, he may come back again. And that's not unusual. She's not the only one. But I love the PS at the end. I'm now taking kickboxing lessons. It's been a number of years, and I believe she is second-degree black belt, third-degree black belt, and teaches kickboxing. Come on up. Come on up. Have you ever had a problem with arthritis in the past? How many years?
20 years now.
20 years.
So apparently if it's there, it doesn't go anywhere, but it doesn't affect your life at all.
The easiest way to relax is nothing more than a nice deep breath. So take a nice deep yoga breath, and as you exhale, feel a wonderful sense of relaxation, just drifting, drifting, drifting down your body. We're going to have you open and close your eyes. And again, this time when I tell you to close your eyes, you're going to double that sense of relaxation, going down twice as far. But your eyelids have become so terribly heavy. I'm going to make another noise and see if there is a time in that life that relates to this one. You may open your eyes and be right awake.
It was in Switzerland, and I could remember the feeling of being in the womb at 7 months. And at the 3 months point, I could watch my mother, and I saw her spinning around like she was so joyful in this huge field with like...
One person that came in with asthma, she's allergic to chickens. I mean, she'd go near them, she would break out, she couldn't breathe, she had to get her atomizer. She couldn't cook it for the family, she couldn't do anything with it. In a past life, she's a little 2.5-year-old kid running around the farmyard, chasing the chickens, really having a great time. So the chickens turned on her and started pecking on him. Picked him up, mother came out, picked him up, and that was the big scare. That was the thing with chickens. Her last note to me was, by the way, her peak flow was over 500 by then, and she says, we just got 6 chickens to keep as pets in our backyard. Bob, in a moment I'm going to have you cross over that bridge. And when you cross over that bridge, you're going to be in a past life that some way, somehow will help your asthma. Is that okay?
Okay.
Go to the center of the bridge and tell me when you're there.
I'm there.
Male or female?
Male.
Male. About how old?
About 22.
22. Do you know what country you're in or what year?
I'm in Roman times.
In Roman times. And what do you do?
I live in a village.
I'm going to tap you on the back of your hand right here in a moment. And when I do, you're going to go to the time that has to deal with your asthma. Is that okay?
That's fine.
How old are you now? Earlier, older?
Older, 28.
What's happening?
We're gathered for our family meal. I've got my family around and we're children.
Mm-hmm.
We're sitting down and we're living in this village, Pompeii. And there's been some disturbance with the mountain. And what's happening, I guess the mountain is starting to erupt.
Yeah.
And we're starting to smell this terrible smell. And we see all these, things coming up from the top of the mountain. And we're having some trouble breathing. The fumes from this explosion or whatever are kind of going down into the valley where we are.
Do you know what year this is?
I'm not sure of the year. It might be like 27 AD or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not quite sure if that's right. But
Mm-hmm. And what happens to you?
myself and the whole family, we're just all slowly, we're gasping for air. We're gasping for air on the floor.
Yeah.
We're rolling over and over, and we can't breathe. And we can't breathe, and just kind of die.
You'd all die?
Right.
When you died, did you go up to the light or just stay around for a while?
I went up to the light.
You went up to the light. You're in the light now.
Right.
How's it feel in the light?
It feels loving. It feels great and warm and loving and embracing.
Mm-hmm. You can breathe better now, can you not?
Yes, I can. I can breathe well.
I want you to ask the light a few questions.
It says that I'm now cured. I don't have to worry about asthma or breathing problems.
Mm-hmm. Any other messages for you? Ask the light.
No.
Any messages for me?
Continue doing your work.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes and be wide awake.
No.
How do you feel?
Feel good.
Take a good deep breath. How was it?
It's good.
As you have just witnessed, past life regression therapy is a wonderful healing modality which can help to heal many illnesses. This is Norton Berkowitz, PhD.